Their best sourdough bread ever, or the key to the bread universe. The first time I ever had this great bread was in my sister-in-law's kitchen. I thought I was eating some artisan bakery bread when she casually mentioned that she had made it herself. I've made a lot of bread over the years, but I've never made bread like what I was eating. The world of bread changed at that moment for me. 2 years ago I wrote a lot about sourdough on my blog, My Sister's Kitchen. Since then, with a lot of practice almost daily, my recipe and technique has been perfected, at least for my kitchen. If you want to read more about my sourdough journey, please feel free to check out My Sister's Kitchen. I had resigned myself to simply buying good, crusty sourdough since I never even came close to replicating the famous San Francisco sourdough loaves I ate as a child. But no longer tilde. For over 2 years now my kitchen counter has been lined with many bowls of starter, batter, dough, etc. Dr. Seuss aficionados should think, Bartholomew and the Oblek, my entire kitchen has been taken over by this wonderful project. So far, the results have been overwhelmingly excellent. A very important detail to note is that this method makes extra large loaves that are approximately 4.5 pounds each. Each loaf costs only 68 cents to make. That is 68 cents. I buy flour and yeast in bulk, so it's possible that if you buy your ingredients at a regular grocery store, your loaf might cost twice that. A whopping $1.36. As you'll see, that's for a loaf that's about 3 times the size of a loaf of grocery store bread. And don't be intimidated by all the steps. I've broken things down into as simple increments as possible because this is really easy. In some ways, sourdough starter is the ultimate renewable resource because it's alive. I was coaching a friend through her first bread making experience and explaining how to care for her starter. She turned to me and said, "You're talking about this starter like it's a live creature." And she's right. It is a live critter. As long as I keep it comfortable and well fed, it will go on growing, replicating, and replenishing itself. The art of making sourdough bread is a delightful exercise in returning to the olden days of some of the original DIYers, their gold miners and the pioneers. Sourdough isn't a new, green technology, it's an old, even ancient, technology that has sustained people for millennia. Making our own sourdough returns us to an age of less technology and less speed. Don't forget, less money too. Sourdough bread, made properly, ambles slowly in a world that frantically runs. It might even ask for a tall glass of sweet tea and a rocking chair on the porch.